All right, MMA fans, the UFC came out with a massive announcement. And you know what, Jack? I think this goes to all sports fans in general. The UFC promotion was the first in sports to just keep rolling on, bring the fights back, keep the sports people, like myself, mentally sane, because, at that time at the beginning of the pandemic was terrible. A year removed, and Dana White drops the bomb we've been waiting for live. April 24th, UFC 261 from the 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. Full capacity, Jack. 15,000 UFC fans will be in attendance. 3 title fights on the night. I don't like this because I think it should be Covington and Usman, or Covington and Masvidal, but whatever. Usman called Masvidal out. There's always been that full camp theory, whatever you want to call it. So we'll see what happens. But for the welterweight championship, we have Kamaru Usman and Masvidal too. Quick thoughts on that, Jack? I know you're not a big fan of it, but I do like that. I do like that they're not making them wait until wasn't it originally rumored to be like September?
Yeah, and they were supposed to coach the Ultimate Fighter. They're scrapping that. It is the worst of the 3 title fights. It's stupid. Usman's going to run right through them, whether it be 50-45, maybe even worse, maybe a knockout. Usman, there's no chance he loses this one. That's why it's kind of a shitty fight, because Colby Covington could really give Usman a good fight. And I think Usman still might win that one, but at least you don't know who's going to win that one. I don't think Masvidal has any chance at walking away with the belt, which is why that title fight doesn't, put me over the moon. But it's still going to be so exciting to see a title fight of that caliber with fans in the stands, and to have 3 title fights in one night when we're getting right back to capacity. That is fucking awesome.
Well, the way I see it, Jack, I agree that I don't think it's the fight that should be going on, but I disagree with you in the fact that I don't think Covington really deserves Usman right away. Him and Masvidal have real beef that should be settled inside the octagon. No question about it. But I think you could have put Usman in a nice little toss-up fight against Wonder Boy. He's the only guy within that top 5 or whatever that he hasn't smashed.
But Masvidal deserves it. Usman beat him 50-45.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Colby and Masvidal should be the fight. I'm saying that Usman and Colby, for me, isn't the fight yet. It should have been Masvidal and Covington, and they should have given Wonder Boy a crack at him, because he's the only guy there that I think is deserving. I like Wonder Boy, and I think you could have done that, and people wouldn't have bitched. It's an Usman fight. Wonder Boy and Usman would have been a good matchup, while Colby and Jorge settled what they got to settle, because that's real beef, man, and I think real beef needs to be settled the right way before it happens the wrong way. Now, there will be 2 more female title fights on the card, as Valentina Shevchenko takes on Jessica Andrade for the women's flyweight championship. And I think the last one here, the women's strawweight championship, this is the biggest one in general, but we're gonna keep it on the Shevchenko and Andrade. How do you see that one going, Jack? You looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to that one. I think it's a test for Shevchenko, but I think it's another test that she's going to pass. It's just, she's so dominant. She's a force. I don't think she loses, but I think Andrade can really test her and bring her to her limits, and I think it'll be a very exciting fight.
Yeah, man. And then we have Rose Namajunas taking on Weili Zhang. I'm terrible with her name, for the women's strawweight championship. That fight is bound to be a war, Jack. How do you see that going?
I see Rose winning, and if you follow me on Twitter, you know that pains me to say. I might be the biggest Rose hater out there. I think she doesn't deserve the title Thug Rose with the way she acts outside of the octagon, but I think she comes away victorious. I think she is a great fighter. I don't really like the person all that much, but she is an amazing fighter.
I got no beef with her. Listen, Conor McGregor wants to go flash all that cash in Armani suits and fight Floyd Mayweather and, basically rip the world off pretending that he had a fucking chance. Then you want to get all cranked up on God knows what and throw something and I get cut. Guess what? I'm going to have that too, man. He's probably had to pay her out big time. Fight smart, not dumb. Thug Rose. I'm still down with it, but you know what I'm super down with? Shout out to Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to Governor Ron DeSantis,
and
Texas.
Shout out to Uncle Dana.
And shout out to Uncle Dana, the godfather of MMA, the godfather of fighting. When all the idiots get a hold of this, I'm talking to you crybabies at the Bloody Elbow and other woke ass MMA media guys. When you cry, just remember how wrong you were when they started Fight Island. Remember how wrong you are every single time. There's a reason why Dana White is making billions and you're just scraping by. It's because he makes money moves. This is the right decision. When you take a look back in time, the UFC, they navigated this pandemic as an organization. How do you grow during this? Nobody grew. The UFC forever, Dana White forever, tarpsoffsports.com, Tarps Off MMA, big announcement coming soon. Stay tuned, guys. UFC 261, 15,000 fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Fuck coronavirus. Let's go, baby.